Have you ever wondered how penguins survive the bitter cold of Antarctica, where winds can howl at over 100 miles an hour and temperatures drop so low that even your breath would freeze? Why don't these birds simply freeze solid on the ice? The answer lies in one of nature's most fascinating survival strategies, a delicate dance of cooperation and endurance. This is the story of why penguins take turns in the cold, and how their teamwork helps them thrive in one of the harshest places on Earth. Picture Antarctica, a realm of endless ice, towering glaciers, and relentless winds slicing through the white wilderness. It's a place so extreme that few creatures dare to call it home. Yet, amid this frozen desert stands a determined community of survivors, the emperor penguins. These birds are some of the toughest animals on the planet. They live, breed, and raise chicks during the depths of the Antarctic winter. While most animals would flee from such deadly conditions, emperor penguins stay. But why? Why brave such an icy nightmare? Because for them, the timing of reproduction is everything. Emperor penguins breed in the harshest time of year because it's the only way their chicks will be ready to fish in the sea ice melt come summer. Male penguins endure the Antarctic night, fasting for around 2 months while incubating eggs. Temperatures during this time can plummet to minus 60 degrees Celsius, with hurricane-force winds making it feel even colder. Standing alone on the ice, a single penguin would quickly freeze to death. So how do they make it through? The secret lies in their remarkable huddling behavior, a behavior built entirely around sharing the cold and keeping each other warm. Imagine thousands of penguins pressed so closely together that they look like one giant rippling mass. This huddle can be as dense as 20 penguins per square meter. Inside, the temperature can be as high as 37 degrees Celsius, close to human body temperature, even while the outside air is deadly cold. Each penguin's body generates heat, trapped in the tight press of feathers and fat. But it's not enough to just stand still, because those on the edges face freezing winds and ice while the penguins in the center stay much warmer. That's why penguins take turns, rotating positions in an intricate, slow-moving dance. Scientists have spent years decoding how this huddle rotation works. It turns out the huddle isn't one solid block, but a dynamic, ever-shifting swirl. Tiny, almost imperceptible steps ripple through the crowd like waves. Every few seconds, each penguin inches forward, nudging neighbors gently. It's nature's way of sharing hardship fairly. Over hours, this ripple effect moves penguins from the outer rim inward. Think of the penguin huddle like a living organism pulsing and shifting in perfect rhythm. No penguin stays in the cold for long. Mathematical models show that the huddle behaves almost like a fluid flow, allowing penguins to circulate efficiently. It's one of the most stunning examples of collective behavior in nature. Even the spacing between penguins is precise. Scientists have measured that penguins maintain roughly 2 centimeters of distance so they can move without trampling each other. If the huddle becomes too tight, penguins risk suffocating or being crushed. So they keep just enough space to breathe and move. The penguins on the huddle's edge endure a brutal environment. Winds can whip snow into their feathers and steal precious heat. Exposure can cause ice to form on beaks and eyes. Some penguins at the edge even suffer frostbite on their feet and flippers. Yet they stay because they know their turn in the warmth is coming. Rotation is a life or death pact of trust. No one penguin dominates the warm spots. They all cooperate for the survival of the entire colony. Emperor penguins aren't the only penguins that huddle. King penguins, Adelie penguins, and others form similar clusters in icy winds. Though emperor penguins do it most dramatically, other species also take turns shielding one another. It's a common survival trick in the penguin world. Even birds like sparrows and starlings huddle to conserve heat, though on a smaller scale. Of course, huddling isn't the only thing that saves penguins from the cold. Their feathers are dense and waterproof, creating a barrier against snow and ice. Underneath, they have a thick layer of blubber, storing energy and insulating their bodies. They survive only because they work together. The true test of huddling comes during breeding season. Male emperor penguins, if they leave the huddle for too long, they risk freezing or losing their egg. So they must constantly balance caring for the egg and maintaining their place in the group. Once the females return from hunting, the males finally get a chance to leave and feed. This swap is crucial for survival. Scientists studying penguins have drawn inspiration for human engineering and even robotics. Their movement patterns help design algorithms for crowd management and autonomous robots. Nature's solutions to extreme cold have applications we're only beginning to understand. From physics to biology, the penguin huddle is a master class in cooperation. It teaches us that survival often depends not on the strongest individual, but on working together. Next time you see a picture of penguins huddling on windswept ice, remember this. You're witnessing a living symphony of survival. Thousands of birds breathing as one, sharing warmth, taking turns in the cold. Each tiny step is a gesture of sacrifice for the whole group. No single penguin can survive alone in Antarctica's deadly chill. But together, they form a fortress against the wind, a reminder that unity can overcome even the harshest trials. And that's why penguins take turns in the cold. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the icy heart of penguin survival. If you love animal facts, nature's secrets, and the clever tricks wildlife uses to survive, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Until next time, stay curious and stay warm.